to clap, laugh, make some noise. That's what we're up here for. We're here to, see it on your faces, to make sure that we're doing some things right, so we can perfect our art. Because, believe it or not, this is an art that we are actually trying to do. So that's also why I have everybody's names up on a nice board with our Instagram handles. So if you guys want to follow them in the future, because you think that they're really funny, or if you just really want to harass them, there you go. It's right there for you. I make it real easy to stalk someone. All right, so I think I went through all of our rules. All right, is everybody ready for our very first comedian? I am extremely ready for our very first comedian because he is actually my inspiration to be a comedian. He inspired me to start doing comedy. Even though I just met him last year and I've been doing this for over a decade. He inspired me to do it better. She loved that. Fuck me. Thank you. She's like, you were so not funny a year ago. Thank God for him. I needed that. So many times in my life I thought I needed a man to make me better. And this one was true. Alright, so if you guys are ready, I really want you guys to give the warmest welcome for Socrates!
That's how people to go with this drink. Thank you. Welcome to my art. Yeah, appreciate that. This isn't just comedy, this is art. Yeah, exactly. I hope you're going to appreciate that. And it's an open mic, so you get what you paid for. Thank you and good night. My name is Socrates. I am an American. Yeah. That's good. But it's also accurate in a lot of ways. The world's transitioning. I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but America is transitioning. From somewhat okay to not. Could do better. I just actually accepted, or was accepted, getting my Dutch citizenship. Yes, thank you. And, yesterday I got the letter from the king, in fact, saying the king had accepted it as well. So I got the sign off, and I'll be giving up my American citizenship. So if there's any racists in the room, you need a place to go to, there's going to be a spot, And out of curiosity, anyone from Arkansas here? Yeah. Hey, Arkansas, what's up? You can tell the people from the country. Welcome.
Thank you.
Howdy. And like I say, this actually tonight reminds me of a story. I did one show in America. I started here in Amsterdam, but I did one show in Orlando. It was a little similar to this, but there was more people. Well, there was 25 comedians and about 30 people in the room. So if you're at all good at math, you're going to realize it was mostly comedians. And pretty much everyone left right after they went. I was the first on because I was a part of this travel. When I told them I was from Amsterdam, I think it was Amsterdam, Georgia. I don't know. There's an Amsterdam in America. I have no idea where it is. They said, no, the one in the Netherlands doesn't help at all. Where's that? They point on the map. It still doesn't help. But eventually they figured out it was farther than the guy from Texas, so I got to go first. And the guy that went third, it was a double bump. And a bump is when you show up at the stage and you don't get to go on and they bump you. And so 25 comedians went on, and he got bumped. Came back a week later, 25 more comedians, bumped again. Third week in a row. This guy had never been on. I went on, I did okay. The guy from Texas, he did all right. This guy comes up 52 comedians later. Right? Yeah, 52 comedians later. And he says, I'll do his entire act. There was a mic stand, so I can't quite do the same. He got up there and he said, I have to go. And he ran out, like, all the way. It disappeared down the street. So I find in life, if at the very least you get past, I have to go, you're doing all right. You know what I mean? So at least you guys got here because you were like, we have to go. And you were like, yes, let's go. As opposed to, let's just sit at home. Because of the weather and whatnot. So I'm finding that it's cool to be in a place like this. I enjoy these kind of things. I traveled all the way from Amsterdam. Did you guys come to anywhere farther than that? You have better lives than me. I had nothing to do. But I'm a stand-up comic. I work for a beer. I don't even drink. But I've been going through the transitions in life. I'm transitioning from being a young and healthy man to being an old, sick, dying person. It's funny, but it sucks. You know? And I'm all wired for sound at the moment. I've got my little thing here because I have a Holter monitor for 24 hours. I got. Why? Because in August I had a stroke. Yeah. It sounds more sexual than it is. I went to my stroke therapy the first time. I was like, he said it shouldn't be that hard. Well, it's a different kind of therapy. But yeah, basically I've been going through, like I said, changes in life. I was fairly healthy, but remember we had this whole phase of self-reflection. We did meditation for a couple of years there, you know, COVID. Good times, remember that? You got in touch with yourself spiritually, physically. A lot more physically than spiritually, but nonetheless, it was still fun. And the COVID phase ended, and we started doing comedy in the park because we couldn't go to cafes. And I was going to go to the sauna one day, and I was forced to learn a Dutch word I didn't know before, which is aangereden. And if you don't know the word, it means to be slammed into. Yeah, because I was aangereden door a scooterklotser, because this asshole a scooter slammed into me, and I figured I was going to become new Socrates after all this reflection, this self-reflection, but ended up flying through the air for a few minutes and landed on my arm, and then I was Brokatis, which sucked, because like I was going to go to the sauna, you know, it's like you have plans, you know what I mean? You think I got it all together, you know what I mean? It's like God supposedly knows everything, made everything, and it's a plan for everything, you know? Apparently God's plan is to slowly kill me. I think the plan sucks. My own opinion, you know, hand to God. I think this plan sucks. Well, the doctors, they had a different plan. The doctors had a better plan, in my opinion. He said to me, if you look at this catalog, I want that Jaguar. And we worked out a deal that I let him keep me alive, and he now has Jaguar. Because I've been there a lot. You know, because basically it's like they did nothing. It's what they did to me. They called it conservative treatment. So instead of healing me, right, they had me come back again and again and again for 8 months and said, hey, Las and Pentecost, which means, oh, well, peanut butter? It's not helpful. It's not helpful at all. It's not. And for 8 months they told me it comes good. You heard this from a freaking doctor? It comes good, they'll tell you that. My arm did not work. They told me it only raised about this far, and they did nothing for me. They literally conservative treatment, and they told me to keep exercising by pushing it up. I told them, you know what this makes me look like? And they're like, no, you have to do it. The shoulder will freeze. My neighbors were hating me, and I said, no, Doc, I got arm erectile dysfunction. I cannot get my arm out of this. You've got to do something. So finally, they do surgery for me, and over 8 months passed. They do surgery on my goddamn arm, put 12 screws on me, bone from a dead guy. I didn't kill him. But they put his bone in my arm. 4 months after that, fucking thing turns necrotic. I go to the doctor, I think I'm all right. Arm still does not raise up. I'm still having a Nazi to everybody. And I go to him, he says, oh, your arm's turning necrotic. You have to do more surgery on you. I was like, great, halos and Pentecost a second time. It's not useful in any way, shape, or form. In fact, the other Dutch word at that moment was, So now I have a reverse shoulder, a reverse prosthetic. I have a socket where I had a ball, and where I had a ball, I had a socket, so I have a trans shoulder. And so my life is endlessly being a transition because 4 months after they did this to me, I had a stroke. Yeah, kind of sucks. God's plan. Yeah, so I'm not all that religious, you know, as you can understand. And so after this whole thing goes by, I'm figuring, okay, you know, what else can happen? They put me on pills, now I'm on blood thinners, goes for donuts. What the hell is this crappy world? They put me on statins too. Anybody on statins? Statins give you muscle cramps. You can't walk around anymore. It's like, just get it over with, man. You know what I mean? I was on Oxycontin for a while. They didn't like that. They're like, you shouldn't take Oxycontin. I was like, it makes me feel better. No. Take paracetamol. It doesn't do anything at all. I said, I'm on paracetamol. I take 4,000 a day. They said, that's too much. You shouldn't do that. What's your position? It's like there is nothing between paracetamol and heroin. I mean, and they say, don't take the heroin. Why? The heroin was good at least, you know what I mean? That's the best thing about the no help whatsoever. When I got to the hospital the first day, they didn't give me paracetamol. They didn't even suggest it. Would you like a shot of morphine? Yeah, when somebody offers you a shot of morphine, take it. I don't care if you know the guy or not. He pronounces it Jesus. We take this shot. Shit's good. That's all I'm saying. The weird thing is I have anti-vaxxer friends and they find out about my stroke. They're all like, did you get the vaccine? Some of them were like heroin addicts before, you know? Shooting gallons of unknown shit with their body, but oh, we'll take the vaccine. That'll get you, you know? Jesus, that's not a problem. Anyway, I gotta meet a guy in the alley after this. My name is Socrates. I'm still here while I am. Look at me, and I'll see you guys soon.